Hi everybody, and welcome to my webinar, A New Beginning, How to Get from Victim to Joy, based on Chapter 31 of the New Year's Revolution ebook. I hope you are all well and have had the opportunity to read this amazing ebook of change, as we all really desire to help you on your life's journey. Let me start by telling you a little bit about my life and how I function. I hope that this helps you to connect to me and inspires you to see what change is possible if you desire it. My name is Beverly Goodwin. I'm a certified life and business coach, a consciousness facilitator and energy healer. I live my life helping people to achieve amazing targets for themselves and facilitate them in all aspects of life, from health issues, challenges with wealth and relationships, getting back on track after losing their job, a partner or loved one, being comfortable in their body, letting go of addictions, and so forth and so forth. Now here's the amazing thing. All of the above are challenges that I've experienced in my life and have turned around, so that today I live a fulfilled life with great health and I experience joy every day. I want you to know that this is also available for you too, if you choose it. Do I still have challenges? Yeah, of course, that's a part of life. The difference is I have learned to face challenges from a different place. I look at things differently and I don't go into reaction, but I'm able to see things as they really are and choose from there. And I do choose not to be the victim of circumstances anymore, but to take responsibility for my life and function from joy and creation. Some of you may be thinking, how is that possible? There are so many things going on in my life. Where would I start? And that is a good question. And we'll get into that in just a moment, I promise. Just to put things into perspective for you and enable you to perceive that anything is possible with the right guidance and tools, I'm going to tell you how all this started for me. I was born in England into a middle-class working family to very young parents. My mum was 17, my father was 23 when they gave birth to me. We lived in a mining town called Pontefract, and my father and grandfather worked in the mines digging coal. I had a special connection to my father. I could sense that he understood me and we were very close. Unfortunately, when I was 4 years old, he died due to an accident in the mine. A part of me died that day and I became more and more introvert. I didn't communicate with anyone for a long time. During my childhood, I remember feeling very much alone and scared. My mother got married again within a year of my father's death, and I was confused and angry as I didn't understand how this was possible. I still miss my dad and definitely didn't desire a new one. And this new father was a different kind of person altogether, and I felt no connection. He turned out actually to be aggressive and abusive, which resulted in a childhood of fear and anxiety. I grew up not knowing who I was and how to function in this world, and thinking there must be more to life. There must be another way to live, and this cannot be the meaning of my life. And I kept asking, why am I here? As you may be able to imagine, I got stuck in the turmoil of all of this and went on to create a life of fear and anxiety. I allowed abuse of myself to occur on various occasions. I drank and smoked to numb the excruciating pain I felt inside. I was insecure, shy, and made myself wrong. I had no confidence and was literally scared of my own shadow. But underneath all of this was a knowing, a very strong belief that there was a reason for all of these experiences. And there was a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So I started searching for some answers. I started asking questions, and I started believing in something bigger than me, a presence that would guide and assist me to a different way of living. I share this with you not for your pity, but to let you know that no matter what your past experience is, or how your childhood was for that matter, you can turn it around and start again. A new beginning, so to speak. So let's start from the beginning. Why are you here? What is it you desire to change in your life? And what else is possible? Do you feel that you are a victim of circumstances? Or do you desire a fresh start? Is your life not as joyful as you would like it to be? Maybe you've tried numerous programs, read lots of self-help books, or received help from a psychiatrist or therapist, but you keep falling back into old behaviour patterns. Or are you a seeker, like I was, who is looking for new ways to change some areas of your life? Whatever the reason, I am really grateful that you're here. I promise you that if you are willing to apply the tools I share with you today, your life will change in a positive direction. These are some of the tools I have used to change my life around, and all that is required of you right now is to have an open mind and choose for you. I just have one thing I'd like to stress before we get started, and please take this away with you and know it to be true. Excuse me. I do not have any answers for you. I have questions, I have tools, and I have experience to share. All the answers you will ever require are within you. Know this: you are unique and you are perfect just the way you are. You may have got lost or stuck on the way to here, but there's nothing wrong with you. All that is required to change the feeling of wrongness or unstick the sticky parts is for you to acknowledge that you can choose it, whatever it is for you. Now let's get to it. For me, becoming aware of how I function and what it was that struck me was the start of my life changing. I discovered that the more aware I became, the less fear there was present in my life, and the more love towards myself and others appeared. Awareness, in my point of view, is the first key to living a fulfilling life. So what is awareness, and how do we tap into it to start changing the stickiness? Awareness is being able to observe how you react to your thoughts, feelings and emotions while they occur, and see the consequences of them as they happen. There are also many other aspects to awareness which I have stated in my chapter, but for now let's focus on this and start changing some stickiness. So what do I mean exactly? Let's look at it from an everyday situation so that you can get the meaning of this. Let's say you're on your way to work or to an important meeting. And in this example, let's say you have a car and you are driving alone. Halfway to work or to the meeting, your car breaks down. How do you react? What are you feeling? Are you angry, sad, annoyed, frustrated? Or do you feel calm, knowing that there is a solution? What emotions are you going through? Are you crying, screaming, hitting your fists on the dashboard? Or are you emotionally disattached to the situation, smiling slightly at the irony of it all? What thoughts are running through your head? Are you beating yourself up with words like, "Oh, just bloody typical that this should happen to me, rubbish car, why now, why me?" Or do you start finding solutions and asking questions? Do you accept the situation as it is without the negativity? So let's just look at this for a moment. The point of this example is not to make you feel right or wrong, but to invite you to acknowledge where you are right now. Remember, we're establishing an awareness of how you function, so that if you desire to, you can change it. We cannot change things we're not aware of, so this is the key here. Now, by using this example as a starting point, I invite you to, during the next week or two, to write in a journal or on your computer, whatever suits you best. An observation journal of your thoughts, feelings and emotions in different areas and situations in your life, so that you can become more aware of you It is required that you observe both what appear to be positive and negative alike. This may be a challenge in the beginning. It's a new habit you are integrating into your life, and it can take time to establish it. So please be kind to yourself. And if you forget, just write down what and when you remember. This is for you, for your awareness. Remember, no right or wrong, okay? Try to look at this exercise as a tool to get to know you better. Be objective and observant and try to have fun. In my chapter, I've listed some useful questions you can use to assist you with this exercise. I inspire you to use these and any other questions that come to mind to open up to new awareness. A question always opens up to new possibilities. So again, be kind to yourself. You are choosing to tap into your awareness so that you can acknowledge where you function from, and in doing so, can choose something different, something that works better for you. You can then choose to sit at the steering wheel of your life and choose the destination and experience the journey you choose. So what do you choose? To be the victim of circumstances and allow others to choose for you? Or are you ready to take charge of your life and start choosing and creating the life you desire? I wholeheartedly invite you to choose you, and I know you can do it. This exercise can be repeated when you feel it is required to achieve more awareness. Now the next step, after completing your journal for 1 to 2 weeks, and after asking yourself the questions noted in my chapter, is to look closely at your notes and identify any behaviour patterns you have. What do I mean with a behaviour pattern? Well, a behaviour pattern can also be described as a habit or a way of functioning, where your reaction to a certain circumstance is the same. Some examples of behaviour patterns could be when you're challenged with something new, for example, a new task at work or in your business, you feel insecure because you haven't tried this before. So you procrastinate. You push it aside to the very last minute instead of just doing it and seeing how it goes, or instead of asking for help if that's required. This is a behaviour pattern I know too well and was functioning this way and making myself wrong for a long time. Until I became aware I was doing it and started asking questions. I came to the realization that I was afraid of not being good enough and was too proud to ask for help. I then asked myself, is this how I desire to function? When a no came up for me, I asked, what can I do to change this? What came up for me was that it is okay to ask for help. We don't need to do everything ourselves, and the fear dissipated when I realised that I only can do my best and I will learn and do better as I practice these new tasks. Another pattern could be that every time something appears to not work for you the way you wish it to, and you go into self-pity, become introvert and close yourself off, or opposite, you vent anger at the thing or person that is apparently the cause of this not working out. If this is the case, you could ask, where is my responsibility in this? What's right about this I'm not getting? Do I desire to change it? And if so, how can I change it? And see what shows up for you. Know this, that everything that occurs in our lives is created through our own thoughts and feelings. So through our choices and the way we function, we create the life and situations we experience in our reality. We can change this by making different choices and changing our thoughts and feelings. So again, being aware of how we function is key. This enables us to choose differently. What would your life look like if you started choosing for you? I invite you to choose 2 to 3 areas from your journal that you desire to change. Write them down, look at them, ask questions about them. Some questions you can ask are, what is this? When did this pattern start? Does this way of functioning work for me? What do I desire instead? And what else is possible? Make a choice to take action on these areas and start choosing differently. I can hear you asking, yes, but how? How do I choose differently? I've been functioning this way all my life. Here's how. We've just talked about the fact that our thoughts and feelings create our reality. So if something in your life isn't working the way you wish it to, you have to change your thoughts and feelings towards that area. If you are living a life as a victim, then you are choosing to allow others to run the show, and your behaviour patterns probably are related a lot to fear and insecurity. If you desire a life of joy instead, then you have to also choose thoughts, feelings and emotions of joy. Look back at your journal and observe the thoughts, feelings and emotions that gave you joy, the positive reactions to situations. Get a feeling of the joy by going back to this situation and remember what your body felt like and what your thoughts were in your mind. What emotions were you experiencing? Were you laughing, smiling, peaceful, happy? Take all these thoughts, feelings and emotions and recreate them now. Visualize you are in that situation right now. Now take one of the areas you desire to change and look objectively at it while you are in this state of joy. Imagine you are in the situation you desire to change with this new feeling of joy. Feel the energy, change the thoughts to this state, act the emotions. Hold on to it and breathe in some deep breaths. Now, make a conscious decision that you are choosing this state of joy from now on when you are in this situation. Decide right here and right now that this is how it is. Breathe and relax. How do you feel now? You can do this exercise with anything you desire to change in your life. Remember, it is a process. It may take a couple of practices, but stick with it. Be patient and kind to yourself. Before you know it, you will experience more and more joy in your life, and you will again be the one choosing consciously and creating with joy and ease the life you choose to live. I would also like to give you another tool you can implement into your life right away that will change your perspective and allow you to create and activate the awareness you really are. We are all energy and we vibrate at a certain energy frequency. These frequencies of which we vibrate out into the universe attract the same energy frequencies into our lives. When we receive or give love, for example, we are vibrating at a different frequency than if we have feelings of fear or are reacting with anger. The vibrational frequencies that we send out through the energy field is then returned back to us or attracted to us through other people or things. So when we vibrate with love, we will receive more love, and when we vibrate with fear, we will attract things that will make us more fearful. To change our vibrational frequency, we can do a number of things. It is, however, imperative that we are aware of what we are thinking and feeling to know what energy we are vibrating. Remember, our thoughts, feelings and emotions create our reality. Our reality does not create our thoughts, feelings and emotions. Once you are aware of the energy you are functioning from, you can increase or change your frequency. For example, if you require more love in your life, start by being more loving to yourself and others. Show affections. Give hugs to loved ones. Help others in need without expecting anything in return, but just to function from the frequency of love. Then more love will be attracted to you. It may not appear the way you thought it would, hence the no expectations, but it will return. It is a law of the universe, like energy and vibrational frequencies attract. Try playing with this tool just for the fun of it and see what happens. Again, it is a process, as is all of life, so be kind to yourself, be patient. Be in allowance of what shows up and be awake. Look out for signs. They can show up in all shapes and forms. You come to know what is actually true for you by demonstrating and acting what is true for you. Be what you desire more of in your life and it will appear. Be the change, live the change, and demand the change. If you desire more love, be more loving. If you desire more money, give money to those in more need of it than you. If you desire more patience, be patient with others. If you desire more joy, create joy for others. Be that which you desire. Acknowledge you and your uniqueness, your abilities, your strengths, and implement them in your life. What fun could you have taking action towards more joy and love in your life? What would it be like to acknowledge you and your uniqueness? I hope this webinar has contributed to you in some way, and I challenge you to read my chapter and implement the tools and start living the life you desire. I'd love to play with you some more, and have therefore created a coaching program especially for those of you who really require to change your life. It is an 8-week coaching program where we will go into more depth and work through individual challenges so that you can activate more awareness and create a life of choice, joy and ease, and no more victim of circumstances. The program is jam-packed with tools and resources you can start implementing into your life immediately. There will be 6 Skype group coaching sessions and 2 one-to-one coaching sessions with me via Skype. I will also set up a Facebook group where you can connect with like-minded people and support and encourage each other through the program. I interview all of my clients before enrolling them into my programs to ensure that we can connect on a deeper level and to get to know more of your desires. So for more information, send me a mail at mail@beverlygoodwin.com and we can set up a 30-minute interview via Skype. In this program I have room for 12 people, as I'll be working closely with each and every one of you, inspiring and empowering you all the way. So if now is the time to really start living the life you desire, contact me to ensure your place in the program. You're also welcome to check out my website for more free tools and offers, beverlygoodwin.com, and feel free to mail me with questions about my chapter, this webinar or any of my offers. I would love to contribute to you in any way I can. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. I'm so grateful that you are choosing you. Be the change and create a new beginning. Step out of being the victim. Take charge and live your life with joy. You deserve it. Love and joy to you all. Bye.